Hey guys, what's up? Like our new little setup here, we're positioned to where basically everybody in my neighborhood can watch me. It's great. And sometimes cars go by and they give me a little funny looks, so yeah, bear with me if I have to wait and smile at people. We're going to talk about this guy though, the Rothco Lightweight Plate Carrier group thingy. Whatever. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Let's do it. Alright, not a plate carrier group thingy. It's not a bolt carrier group. I had that stuck in my mind. I don't know why, but a plate carrier, the Rothco Lightweight Plate Carrier. I got this back about a year ago, and it's worked just fine for what I had used it for, which was just for a basically a chest rig in sorts, so a magazine carrier. If I did some running around and shooting at the range, which I did a little bit, and then I kind of tapered off from that. Hadn't done it in a while, and then my buddy talked me into going to these tactical game things, and so I was like, well. Talked me into it. I paid my money, so now I have to actually train for this thing and do it because I haven't done anything like this ever, really. And so to do it, you have to have a plate carrier of some sort because the guys, I think the guys and the gals, they have different weight specifications on their plates, how much they have to carry, and I think the guys is 15 pounds, I think. So I have to have at least 15 pounds. Some people have had lightweight plates in there, then they had to have like an extra magazine on the back or somewhere to get the naked plate carrier, without the mags and stuff they're going to use up to 15 pounds. So this is no problem with that, okay? The plates that I got, I'll try to throw in a picture somewhere, but I got them on eBay, less than $100 for both of them. Excellent cut. They're very, very well cut and bent to where they really snug and hug up to your body. They're not completely flat, is what I'm trying to say. And they don't ride up too high out here so that it impedes your ability to like do push-ups or pick up stuff. It is cut very, very well. They're very comfortable, I'll say that. And even in conjunction with the Rothco plate carrier, they worked really well because the way that this guy is designed, it is very sleek, very sleek. It hugs the body very, very well. This cummerbund on the side, here comes a neighbor. This the cummerbund on the side, as you can see, it's not a thick old piece of padded something so that it's going to suffocate you, and all this kind of stuff, hold in a bunch of sweat. And it actually has some bungee to it on the back to where you could strap it on, right? Shut up. You could put it on relatively snug. You can put it on pretty snug, and it's got enough give to it that when you're running and moving and twisting and everything and breathing, it has a little give to it so that it doesn't suffocate you, which is very, very nice. I really like that. I think it's Cry Precision. I think it's them. They have, whoever it is, they have one that looks exactly like this thing. But I really hope their quality's better. Because as you can see, this has got some canvas straps. Those did not come. The canvas straps did not come with this. I did those. This beautiful stitch work right here, I did that myself. Yep. It came with this kind of I don't know if this is Cordura. I don't know what this thing is called. But it's like a plasticky, rubberish kind of thing. It doesn't really stretch or anything, but it's got, the threading on the inside, whatever it is. Y'all know what it is. But these things run here, I get them mixed up, like that or so. And the more I started using this, the more I started actually running with it, I noticed that it started to tear. See down here? There you go. See right here, like that tear? It started to tear, and it was ripping up from here. It was ripping this part out first. And the more I used it, the tear, it started accelerating in it, and it's tearing. Meaning, I'd do a workout session, or I'd go run at the range, or I'd do something, and it would tear like 1/4 of an inch, and then it'd tear a little bit more, and then it was faster. And by the time I kind of calculated in my head, by the time the games come up in like 30 days or however long, 20 days, it's going to have ripped off the whole shoulder pad. So it's going to be your shoulder strap. It's going to be trashed. So one of two things. I have to either fix this thing or I have to buy a new vest. Well, I've kind of done both. So I fixed this to where it's going to work for me to train until I get my other vest, but I went ahead and ordered another vest because I was like, well, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. We're not going to get into all that kind of stuff, but having a good vest would not be a bad idea. I'll just say that. But I went ahead and fixed it, and I went to Walmart. I got me some canvas, which is actually a pillowcase in the arts and crafts section. I got to go do the little arts and crafts thing. Pillowcase, cut me some straps out, and then sewed it on. Best I could, sewed it on. I don't have a sewing machine, so just a big old stinking needle. I think I had some, I don't know, it's this different kind of thread they use to draw the pictures with the needles, whatever that's called. Somebody out there knows. But I used that thread and I sewed it on, and so far it's been fine. I've done a couple workout sessions with it, and it's been fine. It hasn't ripped. It hasn't shown any signs of weird tearing or anything. It actually may end up working out better than I thought it would. But I'm still probably going to run the other plate carrier whenever it comes in. We'll talk about that later in a different video. But right now we're talking about this guy, okay? But before that thing ripped, this guy was good. This guy was really comfortable. Two things that I really added to it, and one was for comfort, one was for ergonomics of movement, or whatever you want to say, for ease of use, basically. These guys, these shoulder pads, the pads that came on this thing don't exist, okay, because there aren't pads that came on with the plate carrier. It's just a strap, okay, and which is good for being very low profile, right, because just a strap across your shoulder is very low profile. What's bad is when you actually have weight, like a 20 pound, when you add all the mags and put stuff in it, about a 20-pound vest, yeah, you start running around in that, even if you snug it up pretty good and it's not bouncing around obnoxiously or something, it's still going to wear on your shoulders and stuff, and it's still just going to be a pain in the butt, all right? And unless you have to run super slick, then put some pads on it. So I ended up paying, what did I pay? $48.44 for the plate carrier, okay, for the Rothco Lightweight Plate Carrier. $48.44 from Optics Planet. Not a bad deal. Sub $50 for a plate carrier for what I was using at the time. Perfect. Wasn't spending a bunch of money because I didn't need all the extra tactical Gucci stuff. Well, once I got these guys, these are the, what are they called? The shellback shoulder pads from Tactical Gear. About $28, $27.69, and that's a relative good deal for shoulder pads. Best that I could find that were actually good shoulder pads. I looked around on Amazon and some different things for just some other shoulder pads, not made for vests, and it would have come out to about the same thing, basically. But these are made for this, and so they should be better. And they're nice and thick, and I wanted them nice and thick. And actually, they've worked really well. They've worked really, really well in conjunction with the plate carrier because the straps weren't cutting off your circulation or anything. They were nice and wide. This thing sits nice and wide on your shoulders, so it keeps it away from your neck when you're moving around. You don't feel the straps up against your neck, which is really cool. It's really good. It worked very, very well until the straps broke. But these guys worked very well. The shellback guys, they work good. The other thing I added, and another pro to this carrier, is it has the Kangaroo pouch in the front, right? This whole flap, I don't want to move it because I'm going to knock it off my little stand here. But this whole front right here lifts up, and then this cummerbund, that's what straps, that has Velcro and it straps, and then this cummerbund thing kind of folds over it. It's all Velcro underneath, and it holds it all really well. Haven't had any problems with anything coming loose or this guy popping off or anything. I mean, it's not going to pop off. It's sewed right here, but you know what I mean. But with it being a Kangaroo pouch, that means that this part right here, it looks just like it's flat, but you can open it up, and it's got 3 little slots where you can put magazines, right? You can put 3 magazines in there. It came with some little shock cord kind of retainers, and the more that I started running this, and the more that I was like, well, I want every edge that I can get with this game, with these games, and I know we're not like jumping out of airplanes, and we're not rolling around on the floor. As far as I know we don't fight people, so it's fine. You know, but I know we're like climbing stuff, doing burpees and things like that. I think that's about the extent of how this thing's going to be going. I don't think I'm going to go inverted, basically is what I'm trying to say. And if I'm not going inverted, then I don't have to worry about super, super secure pouches like straps or flaps that come over these things. I don't want that because I want these to be relatively quick for me to be able to get out. All right, and what I ended up getting, read it here so I don't get it wrong, the Micro 556 triple mag insert from Haley Strategic. Okay, those ran me $45, about the same price as this thinking whole plate carrier. My wife ever sees this stuff, she's going to kill me, or sees the numbers. But anyway, it has worked really well. It's got this on the inside. I'll take them out or something. I'll take some pictures of it. But basically, it's got this Kydex injection molded. It's not Kydex, but like injection molded claw kind of thing that the magazines go down into, and it holds it. It holds it really well. And so you can pull them out relatively easy, right? But it holds them in there, so they're not going to accidentally fall out, okay? They're not supposed to. I had one time, I'll admit, I had one time I had one of the magazines pop out whenever I was doing some burpees, and the vest was not on very tight, so whenever I would go down, it would just kind of lunge forward. It fell out. I think that was my bad for not having the vest on right, but whatever. I'm just being honest with y'all. I had one time where it came out. Other than that, I've run miles in this thing. I've done a bunch of other burpees. I've done a bunch of other stuff with this thing, and I haven't had any issues. And I have had very easy access to get the magazines out and to reindex and put them back in. Okay, you can get them out relatively easy without one of these inserts, right? But to put them back in is a different story, right? Then you got to take two hands and unvelcro and make sure it gets down in there. It's just not as easy. So that's what I've added to this thing. And basically, this is exactly how I was going to plan on running this thing. But since the straps broke, this is going to end up being a backup training, just a backup vest until the other one comes in. When the other one comes in, we'll do another video on that, and hopefully it won't have these same problems. But there you go. There you go, guys. But that's my experience with the Rothco. It worked really well, and maybe if you had lighter weight plates, it wouldn't be pulling down so much and ripping on these things. Definitely, if Rothco had gone with a different material, I think it probably would have been better. I'm going to try to turn this around for you. Hopefully it won't fall off. If it does, we'll just shut up. No, my little stain wants to fall over now. There we go. That's the back of it there. That's what I was talking about, the bungee. You see that? It's got some bunginess to it, right? And this is what it was like before. And these worked okay until right around in here. See that? Right around in there, it just started to rip, and it was ripping up. These haven't shown any signs of ripping, so I didn't replace them. Took long enough to sew the other things on here, so I was like, well, they're not broken now. We'll just we'll run with it and see what happens. So anyway, if y'all have any questions about this thing, let me know. I've only seriously used it for about a month. Before that, it was just a magazine holder, and I would have said go get one for $50. And if that's what you want to use it for the range, for fun, or even for a backup, one that you could trash and destroy and not feel too bad about it for sub $50, it's not too bad. But if you're going to run and do serious work in it, my experience, it's going to tear up. So anyway, there you go. That's it. We'll talk about the other one when it comes in, and that's it. Y'all let me know what you think. All right, y'all be good to be safe, and we'll catch you in the next video where we'll probably, I don't know which one will be the next one, but we're going to make one about the guns that we're going to run, and at some point we'll do one about kind of my training regimen. I don't know if I should do that before or after the games, because I don't want to be like, this is going to really help me, and then I go to the games and I die. But then if I die and I haven't made the video and somebody does the same thing I did, then I might feel bad that I didn't make the video and warn them against training that way. Anyway, stupid dad jokes. Y'all be good to be safe. We'll catch y'all in the next video.